Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and today I got my man Tag back on the channel. Tag, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Ash? I'm doing fantastic. I'm really loving the new update, and I'm just excited to play more Clash.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm kind of scared to go in this global tournament. I'm 14 in 2 right now. There's only 14 hours left, but I'm like nervous, even though like I'm obviously not gonna get to the top of the leader. But let me see who's at the top right now. Ruben, do you know Ruben?
Yeah, I do. He's a pretty good player from Queso, right?
Yeah, dude. He's at 55-3. Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, we're not here to talk about the global tournament, but I'm enjoying the update as well. We're not here to talk about this deck either. We're going to talk about, and you can share the deck. Oh, you just shared it. Man, this deck is so dirty. I apologize to a lot of you viewers, and I'm sure you do too, Tag, because like this is the no skill deck for this meta, but it's also undoubtedly one of the strongest decks, and I'm committed to bringing you guys also the strongest decks. So, dude, tell us about this deck, Royal Recruits Barb.
So first off, I'm optimistic by this going on your channel that a lot of people play it, and then it immediately gets nerfed because it's really, really strong.
It is.
It deserves a hard nerf. This is a deck that's kind of disgusting from a standpoint of it doesn't take any skill, and I don't know. I just don't think this type of deck should be in the game right now.
Tag, people thought that the Barb 3 Muskie deck was bad and no skill.
This is 10 times worse.
Yeah, you add the recruits and it's just like an onslaught of like, how can you break through?
You passively cycle Barb in the back, then you drop Royal Recruits on defense, and then as that starts to walk up, you end up like overloading your opponent with units. If they log the Goblin Gang or they end up logging the Dark Goblin, you kind of just spam them opposite lane with the Battle Ram plus Goblin Gang or Dark Goblin. And then they kind of just lose. It's not really involving too much thought process at any point during the game.
Okay, well, hey, man. That's why we have a pro on to explain it for us today. But seriously, obviously, we're going to have some fun. We're going to do live ladder matches, and we will give strategy advice as well. So, Tag, want to hop into a match with it?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
It's actually, you know what? Yeah. It's actually pretty free to play too. There's no epics or legendary. I mean, there's one epic. My bad, Barbarian.
So there's some debate in the pro community about what card should be nerfed in this deck specifically.
Okay.
I saw TNT saying that Battle Ram should be nerfed, but I'm not 100% convinced it's that. I think that Royal Recruits probably shouldn't have a place in the game as a viable card. I feel like some cards that are just really strong probably shouldn't. Like, I don't know, it's just a very linear card. There's not too much thought process involved in playing it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's back to that same old argument that we had, you know, right when recruits were 6 elixir and super OP and game ruining. Now they're not as strong, but they're just as annoying, I think, right?
They're more annoying, dude.
Yeah.
At least in this deck. I think that Royal Recruits before, I was able to play them in Minor Poison. It was like, oh, okay, it's fine. Whatever. But now it's like, oh, every single deck that I play it in is very low skill cap anyway. It's just too obnoxious, man.
Yeah, and then the recruits are going to do a good job over there helping out on defense. It's great because, I mean, let's just stop complaining about the deck for a second. You guys know how we feel about it, but, you know, don't hold us responsible. We're just sharing it with you. That's all, guys. But seriously, so let's talk about strategy, because obviously there is strategy involved as well. Like, you want to play it correctly.
Passively play units. Like, I've passively played a Barb. I'm not overcommitting. I'm not rushing with, like, a Battle Ram at the river. I'm waiting for my opponent to make mistakes.
It's Battle Ram, but no bridge spam. Yeah. But this is a deck, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, that you just want to, you know, mitigate damage and get to double elixir, almost like it's a beatdown deck, kind of, right?
Pretty much, man. I don't want to really do anything stupid and lose my tower against a mortar user that won't be able to break through me in double elixir. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I saw Prince, so I know he's playing an aggressive variation.
Do you still think that Prince needs a nerf, by the way?
Well, it's really hard to justify that in a Royal Recruit meta. I just don't think that I can say that with a straight face. But yeah, I mean.
So you think in a vacuum it's really strong, but with the recruits now, it doesn't. You know, it's a game changer.
What did he just log? I'm really confused.
I don't know.
I think the game's over now.
I think it might be GG.
Yeah, it's over.
Yes, that's it. That's it. And you guys saw. I mean, obviously. His tier 3 cards didn't help him out.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does he have for tier 3? You don't have any tier 3. Oh, you have one tier 3.
Oh man, it's an arduous battle for this, man. I feel kind of bad winning with this deck every single time I play it, but I'm just really hopeful that more people start playing it, so that it eventually gets attention to the balance
listen,
and,
listen. Every meta, people there seems to be in the beginning of every month really annoying game-breaking decks, and then people start to adjust to it. A lot of it last meta was, simply a lot of people adding lightning to their decks to combat the E-Drag. So is there something that you think, because people, even if you don't want to play this deck, my viewers out there, is there something that they can do to combat going against this deck if they're annoyed by it?
I mean,
and feel free to hop into another match.
Put Barbarian and log in your deck and just be a savage, or you could play something that has a lot of air. So looking at this deck right now, you have Royal Recruits, Barb, Goblin Gang, Bataran. Those are 4 cards that don't shoot up really.
Yeah.
And you have Archers and Dark Goblins, so definitely could have some issues against Lavaloon. I hope that I play against one just to see how that matchup goes.
Well, hop in and we'll see what you get. You know what my thought is I just shared a deck yesterday with Big Spin. It was Graveyard Freeze, but it also was Bowler. I'm wondering if maybe Bowler is the type of answer that might just become meta as kind of a counter card against decks like this, especially if they continue to be this prevalent. What do you think about that?
I think Bowler could be a great answer. It's really dependent on what you're playing against, though. I think Bowler's terrible against Prince decks, so if you play Bowler against anyone that's running like Giant Double Prince, you generally just lose the game. Or even Bait Prince. I think Bait Prince is really, really good against it. So, man, it's really matchup dependent in my eyes.
That's true. So you force a poison out of him here. That was a solid exchange for you.
Yeah, it was decent.
So you start with your Barb Hut like in the hog pull position. I've had all other pros on the channel too who actually start at 1 square and kind of give a lane open. Do you have any like preference or any thoughts on that, or is it just you always
deck dependent, right?
Okay.
So it's entirely deck dependent, man. I wouldn't do it any other way. This guy is probably running. I thought he was running P.E.K.K.A, but now I don't know what he's running. He has Lumberjack and he has Flying Machine, so it might be Golem. But
yeah, who knows?
It's just weird.
Yeah. Especially,
just
like,
really
ladder's always notoriously very weird. But it's also incredibly weird in the beginning of the season because a lot of people are trying out new decks and stuff like that. So
I couldn't have said it better myself, Ash.
Who the heck? What is this guy playing? Who knows?
I don't know. I'm just dropping Archers.
Sure. So, obviously, we talked about it. You're just trying to get to double elixir time to really start the magic work in here. So in terms of tower damage, right? So P.E.K.K.A, interesting. So in terms of
Legend has P.E.K.K.A with Lumberjack and Baby Dragon, so this is interesting.
It is. So how much tower damage are you comfortable taking? Is it kind of like the same beatdown philosophy where you're okay taking a little bit of damage, especially in single elixir, as long as you can maintain, like right now, you're still looking pretty good, even though you have...
Oh, this game's already over. I just need to fireball him, essentially, or just go opposite lane when he overcommits. He has P.E.K.K.A, so there's no way for him to break through.
Yeah?
Yeah. This game is pretty good for me.
You sound almost depressed. You sound almost depressed.
If he has Golem, it could be a little bit more difficult, but he doesn't, so it's good. I did miss that, though, so there is that for him.
Yeah, but, Dark Goblins got that under control.
I don't know. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about like any other like variations of this deck for my viewers out there if they want to try different versions, but like this seems to be like far and away the best version, and it's weird. It's weird to say that this early in the meta because things always seem to shift and evolve, but
I literally was sitting there at like 11-2, and I was playing a game, and I thought I had won, and it just spiraled out of control as soon as I logged one wrong card. Which is incredibly unfortunate. You just make one misplay against this, and your whole world like spirals down.
Yeah, it's very punishing in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying his best, the guy.
He's actually doing really well, man.
Is.
Like defending this consistently. I guess the flying machine is really obnoxious.
It is.
But
it's, I feel like it's always inevitable. This is a great deck, by the way, guys. Again, some people are going to hate me for saying this, but this is a great deck to play in the global challenges, I feel like. Even in double elixir decks, in triple elixir decks, I feel like it's great. How do you feel about it in other game modes? Because they will have like a weekly rotating game mode.
I think it's pretty good in double
or
triple elixir. I think that's probably the best played in. Yeah, this guy is playing pretty well. He's defended a lot, but I think the game's over. I can just fireball on the left.
Yep,
and
that's
GG.
it. GG. That's 2. Let's make it 3.
Yeah.
Are you kind of like low key rooting for the opponent?
I'm like low key going on autopilot when I play this, but yeah, it's I feel like I don't deserve to win when I play this deck.
All right, we'll hop into another one, man. We'll see what we get.
Okay.
As long as the matchups are different, I'm happy with it. So
yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so here we go. Saga. So obviously, opening play with this deck, your number one play is just going to be Barb, I imagine.
Yeah, generally. I mean, I kind of want to wait for my opponent and see what they do at the start. I don't even like dropping Barb at the very, very start. Oh, this might be a bad matchup. We might get a Lavaloon player.
There we go.
See. It might lose this one.
Saga from Orange Esports. I wonder if that's like OJ's competitive clan or something, or if it's something different. Anyway.
Nah, dude. I think someone's just imitating OJ probably.
Gotcha.
I don't know. OJ always has like funky names, like Orange Leaf or something. I don't even know.
Yeah. Orange Peel or something.
So this is definitely looking like it's going to be Lavaloon. So we saw Fireball, we saw Minions,
I love
and
it.
we also see Mega. This
oh,
is
there it is.
Yeah.
All right, so they've given you a match now.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult.
I love it.
I'm going to go opposite lane with archers. I just want to apply some aggression. I hopefully can get more tower damage, bait out more answers. I think the Barb is going to tank, and then we should get a lot of value. The Mega Minion should die. Hopefully Barb spawned before. No, that's really bad for me.
Yeah, it is.
I was hoping that Barbs would spawn before that, but
so you might take your right tower here.
Yeah, potentially. I'm kind of wanting to DPS down the Lava Hound so I can fireball everything at once.
Yeah.
I hope that this works. I'm going to eat some damage so then I can fireball it all back.
Oof.
Don't know if I hit it in time. I did not, so I messed that up. If I had hit that correctly, we might have not lost the tower. But yeah, I think he played this pretty well. Obviously, this is one of those matchups that I did not want to play. But yeah.
Sure.
Main thing is just fireballing it back after you kill all the Lava Hound pups, and I did not pull that off correctly. Barely mistimed it.
If anything good comes of this, maybe Lavaloon will be more viable, because I feel like Lavaloon's kind of in a bad spot. So maybe if
I was watching Botchin, and he's just like, oh, okay. Well, if you look at his Twitter, he just showcased some really, really weird matchups losing to them, and he's just like, I don't know what I was supposed to do, or like, I got to 30 and then I just got terrible matchups. I'm like, yeah, if the best Lavaloon player probably can't win in this meta, there's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, you still see that Lava Hound Miner double dragon deck, but definitely hurting in regards to...
It's hurting for sure, man.
Yeah.
I think that Valorant bypass it. We'll see, though.
Yeah, you're going to bypass... Okay.
Yeah. I need to protect that archer.
Yeah, right?
We'll see what happens, but...
Yeah, it's just a matter of...
This guy's played pretty well defense.
He is. All he needs to do is focus, and that was a good fireball on his part, too.
Yeah, he's playing really well. I lose this one.
Can you
so this guy played, as expected. I think I should lose the Lavaloon with this. I think I could have made it a little bit closer if I ended up hitting the fireball, but yeah, this guy played really well.
Yeah.
GG and well played.
Well played.
At least we were able to, like, figure out...
Have a really challenging matchup, and so it's definitely not impossible to lose when playing this deck, which is good to know.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's also not impossible for me to win that too. I think if I had a better card cycle and I actually didn't make that misplay, I think I might have had a shot at winning that too.
You know what you could do too if you wanted more air support? It would have still died to fireball and stuff, but like if you guys are having like a lot of issues with Lavaloon or something in your trophy range for whatever reason, you could always sub in like Muskie or Ewiz for Dark Goblin.
I would probably put Mega Minion instead of
Mega Minion, okay.
Mega Minion instead of Archers, most likely. I wouldn't disrupt the combination of like Dark Goblin plus Goblin Gang, because that's just really, really good against like log support, right? That the entire premise of the deck is based off of log support. Or log and
bait.
Archers don't really do that, but
all right, man, sounds good. Let's go in again.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll hit our fireballs this time, don't worry.
Here we go. Did you get the Royal Ghost emote?
Yeah, I did.
Sweet.
Did not get I didn't get the emote from the CRL World Finals, which was kind of disappointing for me.
Yeah, that's gonna come back though. Like what happened there was, I hope I'm allowed to say this. Whatever, I'll say it anyway. But they accidentally gave it to everybody who participated in Fantasy CRL.
Oh no!
Instead of only the people who tried to claim it in the stream, So they took it away from everybody, but then they're gonna fix it and only give it to the people who should have won it in stream. So anyway, they said hopefully today actually, or by the end of the week. So we'll see if that happens. But anyway, going against Three Musketeers, I like this because we're actually facing like a little taste of everything in the meta so far.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a little bit of a savage. After you see bats with Batarem, I automatically assume that it's going to be Giant Three Musketeers, so that's what it's going to be.
Yep.
I don't have Fireball in Cycle because I ended up dropping it earlier. I want to drop my Barb Pod a little bit lower so he can't extend to Three Muskies and snipe.
It's interesting, Tag, to see that pump, like Three Musketeer Giant pump, and the classic Three Musketeers Minor Minion Horde pump decks are still being used. Like, I don't think that pump, talking to a few Three Muskie like pros, I don't think they're that worried about the whole pump thing. Do you have the same kind of?
Yeah, I think that the better Three Musketeer players don't actually want to like play against players that are just winning because, oh, I guess I have Three Musketeers in Cycle before you do, and
yeah.
I guess I have like what is it? Sorry, I'm just focusing on
okay, yeah, recruit time.
Yeah, no, I just ended up like having Collector before your opponent, and then you win solely because of that. It's just really bad card mechanic.
Dude, look at his right lane right now. Just,
yeah, no.
Granted, he has the Horde ready, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sick, like, that's the power, I feel like, of the new recruits, is just, you drop them at the bridge if you need it, and just like, yeah, good luck, opponent, you know?
I mean, it probably feels really bad for him, which you know what? I don't really apologize since he is running this deck. I don't like it as well.
Yeah, that's true. This is probably the old most hated deck that you're going against.
This is my most hated deck in the game.
Yeah? What about you guys? Do you guys have a most hated deck? Let me know. I think a lot of my longtime viewers know that I hate going against like really good mortar players, but it's not as bad right now, I feel like. But like when motorcycle was a thing way back in the day, I used to hate going against a really fast motorcycle deck. So you take both of his towers down, unless you can pull off a huge miracle here.
No, I'm just gonna Fireball as soon as the Batarem connects. So that's, I guess there's one thing that's cool to point out in this game, is if you can't kill the Batarem anyway, just like wait for it to connect to your tower, so then you can hit the Batarem or the Barbarians that spawn from it and the Minion Horde at one time. So I guess like that's one mechanic that I was able to showcase with this deck. But
no, for sure, like having that restraint on the Fireball is definitely something that's important too, as we learned from that match a couple matches ago. So, dude, bro, I think we've covered enough of the deck, honestly. What's going on your YouTube channel? I know you're obviously streaming still, like on a pretty much daily basis. Your YouTube channel is doing really well. You're growing really fast, man. Congratulations on your success.
Yeah, man. So I've been covering a lot of like 2.6, probably like once a week. I got a few 12-win challenges with that, which is, I don't know, I've learned a lot of 2.6. I've started off not doing so well with it, and then I've consistently been able to get like 12 wins and pushing up on ladder with it on my free-to-play account, playing against people that are like 3 levels higher than me is really fun. Like actually winning those feels pretty satisfying. Tilted once or twice too, but it generally feels really good. And then just playing a lot of GCs on with more skillful like cycle decks generally. But yeah,
for sure. Yeah, this is an aberration for you, the low skill. But dude, thank you so much for coming on the channel again. I'll include, if you don't know him by now, I'm sure you're already subscribers, but if you don't know Tag already, I'll include his YouTube, his Twitch, and his Twitter information in the show notes below, along with his stats. Thanks to statsroyale.com. Tag, any final words, man?
Thanks for having me, Ash. I'm sorry for showcasing this deck.
No worries, man. I'm sure we'll forgive you. They'll blame me. They won't blame you. So thanks again for coming on, man. I always appreciate it.
See ya.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this. Best of luck with the deck. I'm confident that a few of you guys can get a few wins in the next global tournament with it, no matter the game mode. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the very end. I really appreciate it. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well as tags in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.